Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Triangle Strategy Walkthrough. So again, we're playing New Game Plus. It's the second pass through the game. And I just did the... what was that one called? Wow, short memory. Is it... Oh, Safeguarding the Roselle was the last battle there with Silvio and Rufus. And, you know, as is always the case, that battle was pretty brutal. My first pass through, that was one of the most challenging storyline battles that I did as well. You know, dealing with two bosses is pretty rough. And then on top of that, trying to keep Jerome alive as well. I've been so tempted this playthrough to just, you know, not care about any of that because I've already, you know, I already got the, was it the Plume of Immortality or whatever? You know, that allows you to resurrect if you get knocked out. But I still just kind of want to, you know, keep, or I've still been wanting to do all of the battles perfectly. And that last one was tough. You know, Jerome is just suicidal, and he's not really that beefy. He's really not, you know, it doesn't take much to take him down. So anyways, that battle is over, so let's continue on with the story.
Serenoa, making a valiant stand in defense of the Rosellan village, slays Silvio Tellior. Word of their disobedience reaches the Holy One, who sends an army to conquer the heretics. With the enemy only a day's march from their doorstep, House Wolffort and the Roselle scramble to mount one last stand. Time is of the essence.
Alright, in the still of the night. That sounds fun. So it looks like we've got an exploration phase here. So it says, Serenoa wonders what recourse is left for them, knowing that not much time remains until the Hyzantian army arrives.
So that's the size of it. House Wolffort has gone to such great lengths for us.
It was our decision and ours alone. Your people brought nothing upon us.
It is as Serenoa says. We are happy to do all that we can to protect you.
Forgive me, Lady Frederica, but your mother was Lady Orlea, was she not? You came to our rescue just as she did. I cannot help but feel 'twas fated to be so.
You knew my mother?
Where did you hear of this, Jerome? I've told you not a whit about her.
I overheard whispers between my mother and father long ago. Why would the elders labor to keep such information secret?
Well, truth be told, we feared being persecuted anew.
And so your greatest fears have come true. Pray, hide no longer, and tell Lady Frederica what you know.
You know the history of Hyzant's oppression of the Roselle, yes? Then you know of the Rosellan revolt that occurred 30 years ago. Your mother, Lady Orlea, led that uprising at the source. She led us to freedom from Hyzant's rule, here to the Wolffort domain. She was a woman of great courage. She even left a sizable gash upon the goddess's statue as we departed.
The statue that stands tall in the source. I've never heard tell of this gash.
I reckon not. Hyzant would never admit to such a thing. But we, Roselle, know the truth.
I had no idea my mother was involved with the revolt, let alone led it.
And it was my father who gave them this land to settle.
That he did. Lady Orlea, for her part, vowed to fight on, to liberate those who remained in Hyzant. The rest of us, battered and bruised in the escape, parted ways with her and remained here to live out our days in peace.
And so she eventually found her way to Esfrost, where she was taken in. I thank you for sharing such a wonderful chapter of my mother's history.
I hear she rallied the people to her cause with these words. The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
How much of this have you heard?
Hold. I beg you, recite those words once more.
The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
So there exists a key that gives the lie to the goddess's teachings. With that in hand, we can yet confront Hyzant.
Pray tell, good elder, what might it look like?
Alas, I fear I do not know.
I know not to what they were referring, but my parents always said Lady Orlea left it in this village.
Then the key is here. Jerome, please. We would speak with your parents at once.
I'm afraid that's not possible. They both passed many moons ago.
We must find this key, Lord Serenoa. I know it sounds like a fool's errand, but I feel we have no other choice.
I agree. 'Tis a slight hope, but hope nonetheless. Let the search begin.
Alright, we know the key is in this village, though precisely what form it takes still eludes us. Need more information. If the key does indeed remain in the village, I will find it. I must. Okay, so I'm not sure if we're actually able to get any items here. Or if I've already kind of done this exploit. Oh, there you go. That answers that question. Superior iron, though. That's a very strange item for a first pass, it feels like. Interesting. Well, let's see here. Oh, there's a cat. Although, yeah, I must have already got that one, because I already got the achievement. Oh, yeah, there's something up here. Ranged HP recovery pellet times 2. Okay. Alright, where's this next item here? Did I just get Liberty points for interacting with the ladder? That's funny. Alright, so here's the silver. Let's see what else here. Looks like there's some buildings that we can actually go in. Bingo. Alright. There it is. Iron times 3, but our inventory was full. Well then, let's sell some. Alright, back to it. Never seen a pelt this color before. Well, that's weird. Normally you can't just... That must be for something. next up here? Elder's house. Bingo. Azure crystal. I think that was definitely a weapon upgrade item. I think what is it? Serenoa, and then maybe Roland. I know nothing of any key, and you'll find nothing of any import in my home. We took such great pains to flee the source, yet our past continues to haunt us. Perhaps we are tainted after all. Don't say that. Don't say that. Alright, well, let's get talking to people, I guess. I mean, Daddy, I'm really upset. I'm scared. Oh, don't be scared. Anything special? Or well, there is a pelt in Jerome's abode that his parents were quite fond of. Okay, so I probably have to go back and interact with that again. Here's Hewitt. I know we mean to search the village, but what are we searching for? What was Mother trying to say? Cyrano, we have to find that key. We should seek out the one who knows the legend of the Roselle. That will be our best chance at finding the key. That makes sense. I wonder why the village elder would be so vehemently deny the key's existence. I should almost like to search his home myself. Preferably while he is away, though I know he would not grant such a request from the likes of me. You're looking for something old? I seem to recall seeing a rather odd, old-looking mirror behind the elder's house. It was quite brilliant all those years ago, but I'm sure it is rusted over by now. Okay. Yeah, okay, so now we can interact with the pelt, it looks like. Perhaps this is the one Jerome's parents took such a liking to. Perhaps this pelt is the key that will show us the way forward. You learned about the pink pelt. Okay, so that's information, I guess. And then, what was it? A mirror behind the elder's house. Oh, what's this? It's an old rusty mirror. Yes, that's the one. Pray, wait a moment, I'll polish it for you. There, isn't it beautiful? My word, the designs on this mirror are exquisite. I had no idea the rust hid such splendor. Perhaps this mirror is the key that will show us the way forward. Alright, so there's the pink mirror. Okay, I already talked to that person. Let's talk to... looks like this is a conviction choice. We just want to live our lives. Why must we be chased to the ends of the earth? You did this. This is all your fault. Oh, wow, mean. So, I feel your pain, but I only need know if Lady Orlea left anything behind. It may help us achieve peace. Or not so, we are all confronting the results of the Rosellan uprising from 30 years ago. You will never know how sorry I am that we could not protect you. I beg you, gather your things and go. Ooh. Well, yeah. Guess let's go with the morality choice. Go, you say. Go where? Anywhere you will survive. Think of this as an opportunity for a fresh start. Jeez. And what will you do? I will fight for you until the bitter end, as a lord is bound to do for his people. Thank you, my lord. Hey, you got it. Did I already talk to Roland up here? I should see the one that... yeah, I already did. Let's talk to this kid. What are you looking for, sir? Is it treasure? Why, yes, I am on a treasure hunt. And you? Are you playing hide and seek? Or I'm looking for something that could help everyone in the village. I'm sorry we're causing such commotion. Or I hear there's something incredible hidden in this village. Do you know anything about it? I think I'm just gonna be apologetic here. It's okay, I always get yelled at for playing tag too loud, so I know how it feels. Hey, thanks. Perhaps I can join in your game once I've found what I seek. That's a promise. But you better know that I'm the best there is at playing games. Okay. High opinion of himself. Anything special or unusual in the village? Not that I've ever heard of. There are a number of objects within the village that could qualify as the key we are looking for. Did I talk to Aerodor? The Roselle have a long, dark history of being oppressed, and I reckon there are none too happy about outsiders like us reminding them of it. Yeah, I suppose that's true. And I already talked to that kid. Let's talk to Anna. Is the legend so old it's been forgotten, or is someone keeping something from us? They leave us no choice but to upend the village in our search. No choice. Do not hesitate to ask if you need anything more. I cling to the thought that Lady Orlea's last great hope for us lie in this very village. I wish it to be true from the bottom of my heart. Something special in the village. If what you seek is old, the elder may know of it. Whenever I look at my children, I am reminded that we cannot bow to Hyzant's demands. Yeah, no kidding. Screw those religious freaks. Alright, that looks like that's it for stuff outside. Let's head back into the Elder's house here. So, where's the crystal? There should be information on a crystal. Let's talk to Frederica. She'd like to search the Elder's home, but I know he'll never grant me permission. It pains me to ask you this, but might you be able to draw him out of his house for a moment? Ordinarily, I would not stand for deceiving an old man, but I agree that this may be the only chance we get. Elder, forgive me, but may I speak with you outside for a moment? An audience outside with Lady Frederica. To what do I owe the honor, and what would you ask of me? Alright, going in. Bingo. A box hidden beneath the rug? It would seem the Elder did have something to hide. Perhaps this rock is the key that will show us the way forward. Okay, so is this supposed to be a salt crystal? Achievement unlocked. Wise Warrior. I wonder what that is. Is that all of the information? Or is that just like something specific? Alright. Learned all you can about the pink rock. I'm afraid I have none to tell, my dear. I endeavor to forget the past. If there are any stories you remember of days gone by, I should love to hear them. Anything at all will do. Okay, well, I think I've got everything here. Let me just take a look again. Yep, we did our conviction choices. We got our 3 pieces of information, which was the pelt, the mirror, and the rock. And we found all of the treasures. So let's conclude the exploration.
Elder, for the sake of the Roselle, I've come to speak with you about the key.
Lord Serenoa, I am not one to speak in metaphor and code. I bid you tell me precisely what it is you seek.
Oh, interesting. Alright, so we're gonna need to... Wow, apparently you can get a game over if you pick the wrong answer here? Well, now I wish I would, I should have saved right before I did this. Apparently we need to talk about the pink rock, though.
Could this pink rock be the key?
Where did you find that?
So it is the key. What do you know of it?
Clearly I can deceive you no longer. I shall tell you everything.
Yeah, don't deceive us, you old jerk. What the heck's wrong with you?
What is this strange pink rock?
A simple taste shall tell you all you need to know.
My word, it tastes of salt. No, it is salt.
Truly, a rock of salt.
Indeed, it is. And the story behind it is a long one. This crystal before you was brought here by Lady Orlea.
My mother brought this?
And you knew of this the whole time, Elder?
Yes, but the seeds of conflict ought not to be left in the sun where they are apt to grow. That was our decision.
Are there any other crystals like this?
There are. Lady Orlea spoke of a repository rife with salt, hidden somewhere in Norzelia.
And where might that somewhere be?
Unfortunately, I do not know. And I fear the knowledge passed with Lady Orlea herself.
Do you know anything about this, Lady Frederica? Anything at all? Did your mother ever mention these crystals to you before? It is imperative that you remember.
I apologize, but this is my first time hearing of them as well.
Calm yourself, Benedict. You're scaring the lass.
Calm myself. The very existence of this crystal changes the nature of our realm as we know it. If you have ever wondered why Hyzant oppresses the Roselle or confines them to the source, this is your answer.
So they did it all to hide the existence of the repository and monopolize salt.
And not just that, anyone who finds that repository could reign over all Norzelia.
Would it really have so great an influence?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. It is one of Hyzant's fundamental beliefs, one that, due to their monopoly on both salt and the source, has appeared true all these years. But no longer. With this crystal alone, we can prove their doctrine false.
Revealing their absolute teachings to be mere fabrications would shake Hyzant to its very core.
There may be hope for us yet.
A report, my lord. Hyzant's army is on the horizon.
Lord Serenoa, if you would, I should like to be the one to speak to them.
Of course, Benedict. I leave the matter in your capable hands.
Lord Serenoa, how unfortunate it is for us to meet under such circumstances. But for disobeying the Holy One's order, I must strike you down.
Before that, Minister Exham, there is something we wish to show you.
It is a mere fragment of something we have discovered in this village. It is a crystal made entirely of salt.
What madness is this you speak? This is salt, indeed. But how is this possible?
It appears to have been passed down among the Roselle, and in a quantity large enough to rival the source.
Unbelievable.
Perhaps so, but we have proof. Salt can be found in places other than the sacred grounds beneath the goddess's feet. I am certain the implications do not escape you.
What is it that you want?
An audience with the Holy One. And a guarantee of safety for us and everyone in this village.
It would be a waste to dispose of both the crystal and House Wolford here. Very well then. I shall secure you an audience with the Holy One. And you have my word, that the village will be safe from harm.
Thank you, Minister.
Oh, how I wish I could see the Holy One's face contorted so.
We owe our lives to this. A crystal of salt. Or salt crystal, shall we call it?
The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessings of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
Can you imagine if crystals like this were hidden beneath the surface of Norzelia?
I cannot imagine Hyzant being blind to their existence. Salt is the lifeblood of their nation.
Agreed. Which leads me to believe that they have relentlessly oppressed the Roselle to hide it.
You intend to negotiate with the Holy One, then?
Correct. This time, we shan't fail. Not with this salt crystal in our hands. Hyzant will swear its support to us.
If their teachings are truly false, could you not ask them to free the Roselle at the source?
That is a risk we cannot afford to take. Our first priority is rebuilding Wolford. Without it, we cannot even hope to protect our own Rosellan village. I do hope you understand.
I see. I suppose you are right.
And what will you do once granted those privileges, Benedict?
What will I do?
I tire of being made to decide like this time and time again. Don't you, Serenoa?
I do. Our choices grow ever harder, each time piercing me deeper.
It's time we decide what to do for ourselves. I wish to reclaim Glenbrook. With Hyzant beside us, we can defeat Aesfrost. So when we meet, I will ask the Holy State to go to war with us.
House Wolford protects the Roselle in defiance of the Holy One's orders. Hyzant sends an army to punish Wolford for their disobedience. Cornered though they may be, Serenoa and his comrades discover a crystal of salt, hidden in the Rosellan village. Benedict leverages its very existence in negotiations with the opposing General Exum and succeeds. The crystal holds the power to change not only Hyzant, but the entire land of Norzelia. With it in hand, Serenoa goes to meet the Holy One.
All right, so it just dawned on me actually that you know, I had commented about the superior iron seeming, it seemed weird. And then it dawned on me, well, yeah, we got the Azure crystal in the village there as well. So this must have been about the point in the story where we were actually able to upgrade our first weapon to tier 3, and then those two superior iron would have been used, you know, to upgrade that. So it's not weird at all, actually, now that I think about it. Wow, okay, so I'm already at I guess I'm already at a half an hour. That's just bizarre. Wow, that really went by that fast. Okay, well, I'm gonna end this one here. So as always, hope the guide was helpful, and thank you for watching.